History is full of women who defied social norms. At the time, they were often ridiculed as wild. This is just 5 of them. Let's start with Malala Yousafzai. Born in 1997, she's a Pakistani activist. At age 15, she survived an assassination attempt. She advocated for girls' education. Facing death threats and cultural misogyny, Malala continued her activism after recovery. She became the youngest Nobel laureate in 2014. Her defiance made her a global symbol. Initially criticized for challenging norms, Malala's work continues to promote education worldwide. Keep watching this series for 4 more women who may have been considered wild, but helped change the world. Meet Ida B. Wells, a fierce journalist born into slavery who became a voice against injustice. In the 1890s, she exposed the brutal reality of lynching in America. Facing threats, her office was destroyed by a mob, forcing her to flee Memphis. Undeterred, she continued her fight for justice in Chicago. Wells co-founded the NAACP, advocating for civil rights and women's suffrage. Ida B. Wells defied societal norms, challenging the silence expected of black women. Her bravery made her a target, but she never backed down. Today, she is celebrated as a civil rights pioneer. Her story inspires generations to stand against injustice. Ida's legacy reminds us that one voice can change the world. Let her courage ignite your passion for justice. Ida B. Wells may have seemed wild in her time. Today, she is viewed as a hero. Meet Veronica Franco, a trailblazer of the 16th century, who transformed the role of women in Venice. As a courtesan, she mingled with poets, artists, and nobility, defying societal norms. Veronica faced trials, including an inquisition for her sexual independence and intellect. Despite challenges, she published poetry that celebrated female sensuality and mental prowess. Her work challenged the expectation for women to be silent and chaste. Veronica embraced her role and wrote erotic poetry, scandalous for her time. Her writings gave voice to women's desires and experiences. Today, she is celebrated as a proto-feminist and literary icon. Veronica founded a charity for courtesans and their children. Her legacy continues to inspire women's education and agency. Veronica Franco reminds us of the power of voice and courage. Celebrate her contributions and the ongoing fight for equality. Meet Eleanor of Aquitaine, a formidable woman of the Middle Ages. At just 15, she became Queen of France through her marriage to Louis VII. Her strong personality and rumored affairs scandalized the court. Eleanor ditched her first husband, the King of France. Her marriage was annulled in 1152, challenging medieval norms. She then married Henry X of England, becoming queen again, hosting a court in Poitiers celebrating sensual poetry and courtly love. Eleanor had 8 children, including the Richard the Lionheart. Her court at Poitiers became a hub for troubadour culture. She popularized courtly love, emphasizing romantic expression. Her bold actions often drew criticism from conservative clergy. She led military campaigns and negotiated her own divorce. After Henry's death, she secured her son's reigns. Considered wild in her day, Eleanor Aquitaine is now celebrated as a feminist icon. Meet Hypatia of Alexandria, a brilliant mind as a mathematician, astronomer, and philosopher, broke barriers in a male-dominated world over 1,500 years ago. As a philosopher and mathematician, she taught men and women alike, challenging societal norms. But her outspoken nature drew criticism in a time of rising religious tensions. Hypatia's refusal to conform made her a target for violence. In 415 CE, she was brutally murdered, shocking her contemporaries. Despite her tragic end, her teachings inspired future generations. Hypatia is now celebrated as a martyr for science and reason. She embodies the spirit of intellectual freedom. Her wild behavior challenged traditional female roles. By refusing to marry, she prioritized her passion for knowledge. As an early female champion of science, she inspires women today. Hypatia's story reminds us to embrace our intellect and challenge norms. Thanks for watching 5 Wild Women Who Changed the World on Short Bites of History. We make history fun by serving it in small bites on YouTube Shorts. Videos created by vidEye with some images from Grok and ChatGPT. You know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe.